will now call the Judicial Committee meeting to order. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda as written?
Adopt as written.
Is there a second? Let's see. Well, I second. Let's see who's on that.
One.
Dan, Mary.
Mary's on there.
Mary's not here.
Mary's
so
not
it's
here.
three of us.
Hattie.
Okay, all right, so it's been moved and properly second that we adopt the agenda as written. Approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the March 21st, 2020, is that 23? 23 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a motion. I will second.
If you will.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the minutes from March 21st, 2023, okay? There is a need to go into executive session, Mr. Ruffner.
Yes, Madam Chair. That would be pursuant to South Carolina Code Section 30-4-70, subsection A2. That's to discuss proposed contractual arrangements, receipt of legal advice that would be subject to attorney-client privilege, and that's regarding the following county municipality contract for judicial services, and the committee may take action by voting upon this matter after exiting executive session.
Okay, is there a motion to enter executive session? Is there a second? It's been moved and properly second that we enter into executive session. that we exit executive session. No motions were made, no votes were taken while in executive session. Mary's still standing out there? You see
See
her?
her standing in the hall. I was gonna tell her to come on. I think she's tired. Call back.
Does she not want to be involved in this decision-making?
Yes, she does.
I might need to go to the restroom myself.
That's why y'all get paid the big bucks to make these decisions.
Well, I know I'm on the clock right now, time and a half.
We need you, Miss Anderson. So we have exited executive session. No motions were made, no votes were taken while we were in executive session. But we do need to make a decision to take, a recommendation to take to the full council, because this request has been made, and this committee had been appointed to discuss it. We've discussed it, and now we need to decide what we're going to recommend to full council. Okay? The request is that the magistrate judge be allowed to, his full-time magistrate, but be allowed to assume responsibilities for Jefferson and McBee, in addition to Chesterfield. And of course, he just read to us that as an employee of Chesterfield County, 9 to 5 is devoted to Chesterfield County, the county. So these other municipalities would have to be these other hours, 5:01 to 7:59. So what is the pleasure of the committee? Do we agree to, even though the statute says what he read, do we approve his request to assume these 2 other judgeships for the municipalities, which would give him 3 that would have to be supposedly handled from 5:01 p.m. to 7:59 a.m., or decline his request? That's the question. So,
I vote decline.
so is that a motion?
That's a motion, yes, ma'am.
Is there a second to that motion?
Are we gonna have discussion? Yes.
Oh, well,
Right.
see, why are you
Yeah,
out
a
on
second.
the phone?
Yes, no, actually, I did hear all of that, and so I'll second it.
And yes.
Thank you, Ms.
now we
Burns.
discuss.
Now we can discuss. Just want to make sure that I hadn't missed it. So, but I just want to make sure that I understand, like, and what Judge Melton said is if those towns aren't covered, then he's gonna have to cover it. Is that right? Is that what I heard? And he said that it's our job to, and it's our job to make this decision. That's what he said.
The county governing body's job is to either approve or not approve an agreement with the MACB governing, or MACB or Jefferson governing body, whatever municipality governing body.
I mean,
We're allowing the process, we're either allowing or denying the process to continue. Neither which way our decision is made here is going to guarantee is going to guarantee that the Chief Justice is going to approve the rest of the process. This is just either stop it now or let it go through the process, and if it gets stopped in the process, then it's not our problem.
but is it our job to do if we know that something is not being done the right way, to
It's his job
stop it?
It's his job to reprimand his employee.
Was he doing that by coming here I mean, is he essentially saying by coming to us that he's not able to do that?
I think what he's saying, what I got from that is, he's coming to us because if we don't agree or approve it, it's gonna be stopped. If we approve it, it's gonna progress. But again, he read the statute that says what he read. And again, I interpret that to me, it's like I said, I'm old school. I believe in the rules, and I believe in following the rules. So if it says you work exclusively for Chesterfield County from 9 to 5, that's all you should be doing. What you do after that, that's up to you, but how can you do that when you're working exclusively from 9 to 5?
And that's what Judge Milton said is the problem, that because things come up at different times, you're not able to separate that, so.
And we know things are gonna come up. They're
Yeah.
not gonna fit neatly between 9 and 5, or neatly after 5.
Though he may be a good judge, and it might be that he's streamlining some things and getting things done. If he's working for us, he cannot also be working for somebody else. Okay.
I don't like to deny anybody making money. Make as much money as you can. I'm retired, so I'm not making money. But anyway, you still want to be fair to your county. You're an employee of the county, in my opinion. You want to do the job for your county first.
Sure.
And if you can keep it separated, fine. I'm just questioning.
So if he did part-time county and then part-time these other ones, I mean, that would be an option for him too, I guess.
Yeah, but he's full-time now.
Right, but if he were to go back to part-time and then handle all of these part-time, but I don't know him, I don't know that he would want to do that, but I guess that would be the other option for him if we don't move forward.
I'm not on this committee, but I just want to kind of, something I was thinking about. Obviously, there's a shortage in 2 municipalities. We're still not fully staffed with the county. If as a county council, we block this, it falls back where? To the
That's
same
kind of where I was
department,
going
but
earlier.
with the guy that sat here and asked us to block it. I don't see, I mean,
It's 6 of one, half a dozen of
Yeah, I
the
don't-
other.
and listen, let's be honest, because we have a shortage, and we've had one since before he came and asked us for that increase, people aren't beating the door down to take the job. So do we really want to put a guy in a position, and I'm not saying this would happen, but do you want to put a guy in a position of, well, maybe I will go part-time because I can make more money going part-time, 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 and part-time than I can full-time, and y'all not let me do anything else?
And do less work.
Yep. Because I guess the first question I have, is he having a hard time keeping up with his job now? I don't care if the phone rings, I understand that he shouldn't even be answering it if he's on our time, I get that, I totally do. But is he getting everything done in an efficient manner? Can he handle these others? Again, I'm not saying yes or no, I'm just saying, if we don't let him do it, we know where it's coming. It's coming back to that same department anyway. I don't see what we're really doing. I guess we're not, y'all are, I'm not on this committee, I'm just talking.
Well, we have a motion on the floor, and it's been seconded. Is there any other discussion before we vote? Okay, all in favor of allowing, I guess is the way, I forget how the motion was stated now. All in favor of declining the request to work as a judge for McBee and Jefferson, let it be known by a show of hands. Okay, that's 2. All in favor of allowing the judge to work for Jefferson and McBee?
No, I need to,
Yes, ma'am.
well, I'm not gonna vote, I'm not gonna,
You can second a motion and vote against it.
okay.
I mean, if you want to do that. If that's what your, that may not have been what your concern was, but if that's what your concern was, you can do that.
You know,
abstain.
I mean, she can vote however she wants to.
No, I just have very mixed feelings about this because after hearing what Todd said, you know, if it comes back on Judge Melton, then what are we really doing if somebody can? But then I don't like the idea of if you're supposed to work for the county from 9 to 5 and then,
We don't need to worry about, I say we don't need to worry. I agree, with 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So if the path of least resistance is to let it move forward, if it makes it through the paces and he knows the rules and he violates the rules, don't come crying to us, send him packing, whatever you gotta do. I mean, it's the same,
but what I keep holding on to is if he was told not to do it, then he was told not to do it. So I'm gonna say I am,
who was told what?
what Chief Melton said to us is that they were told that if you work for the county, you can't take another check.
No, that's with the exception. Heath might wanna read that.
No, again, the rule is you cannot work, if you're a full-time magistrate for the county, from 9 to 5, you cannot do any other work, be it for a municipality, be it for the school district, whatever. There is a process that's been in place that when Judge Davis was approved to do this for Chesterfield, where the first step is the county approves, the county governing body and the town governing body approve an agreement. It then goes through a process of court administration and the Chief Justice for approval. So that's no work can occur from 9 to 5, but it's not that they can't
I see.
take a part-time job as a municipal judge if it goes through the process and is approved.
But his example of that shooting in McBee was he couldn't have done that job the next day because he would have been working for the county.
Right.
So I can't, I mean, I'm,
Why don't the municipalities hire their own part-time judge? It's that simple. Comes out of their money. We don't have to spend our county money for this guy to sit on the bench at 10 o'clock in the morning from something that happened the night before.
You know,
We ain't
this is a
spending our-
recommendation back to full.
We ain't spending our money either way. That
Right.
money is being funded by them. It just can't be commingled time-wise.
right, okay, well, I am in favor. I'm not, I'm of the,
Voting in
motion.
favor of the motion.
yes,
Of the motion.
yes.
Want to make sure we got our
And
language
Ethan
right.
is
I'm abstaining.
Okay,
I think I got it.
I'm not sure I have it either. But the motion was to deny the request to allow the judge to work part-time for McBee and Jefferson while he's a full-time judge for Chesterfield County. The vote was 3 in favor of the motion and 1 abstain. Well, it wasn't against.
Do what?
I said it wasn't against, it was abstain.
And remember what you said, because you'll get to repeat that at.
we'll have it in the.
That's a very good speech right there. That you need to remember just that.
It's okay, it's recorded.
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
Hit play.
Okay,
You worded it perfectly. And then it'll go through this again.
okay. So is there a second? Is there a second? It's been moved and properly second that we adjourn.